What's happening, YouTube? I'm Transient. Welcome to my channel. As always, we are playing Watcher Realms. Guys, I hope you're well, and I hope you're having a good week. So, what is upcoming this week? And as a result, we know the banners. You would have seen the videos from content creators who have access to the test server, and they've all been testing the new hero who's coming this weekend called Ruin Hollow. And here he is. Now, Ruin Hollow looks pretty cool, and he's obviously been created pretty much specifically to do a very specific job. Obviously, there was a little trailer on YouTube for him, and his trailer is for that job, which is the right hand side for Gear Raid 3, 20, I don't know, let's say 22, 3, and 4, because you can get 21 without him. But so that's basically his fundamental role, and I'm sure there'll be other things he'll be very useful for in the future. Okay, so the banner is Ruin Hollow, Malvera. Then the epics are Greed, Scorch, and Osiren. Okay, so that's the standard normal banner. Now there's also the Argent Summoning, which is the limited banner for Anora. Now when this banner originally came out, it was Anora. But then there was also that weekend, there was a ancient banner for her bond skill, which is with Ymeret. Arise, my hero. Now, unfortunately, this weekend, Anora is on a banner with Idril, but the ancient banner, which will be 2 days later, is actually for Ivar, who I desperately need, and Erlang Shan. So, all in all, that's actually a very good weekend worth of summoning. There's some pretty decent banners. Anora is still a fantastic hero, especially for AoE. Then Ruin Hollow is being created to fulfill a particular role and fix a problem or an issue that a lot of people had, where on Gear Raid 3, 22, 3, and 4, for the right hand side, unless you had an Allura A5, or I think it's about A3, or probably let's just say A5 Valara, you need someone who can basically be invisible 95% of the time. It's practically impossible. So he has been created to help fill that role. And then obviously you've got Ivar and Erlang Shan. Both amazing. Erlang Shan is fantastic. He's supposed to be a tank, but you don't really use him to tank anything. He's very good in lots of places. He's useful in Matrix. He's Arena, very good. Yeah, he's quite useful, but he's not, well, generally he's not a tank. Then you got Ivar. I think he's still the number 1 BP hero in the game. I don't have him, which is really frustrating, and I would like him. But I'm weighing up whether I'm going to summon or just leave it to chance that whether I pick him up in the future. I have Haracha, but she's nowhere near as useful. But she at least provides me the Lord bonus. So, now guys, the question is, should you summon this weekend? And I think it's very difficult. Okay, normally this would be a very easy weekend to summon on. You would just say yes, because if you haven't got Anora, you would get Anora because she's still great, especially if you're early game, mid game, hell, even some parts of the end game. She's still brilliant. She's still useful to a certain extent. Lower level GVG teams, she'll definitely provide a function. She's still brilliant. Then obviously if you're in late game, if you have neither Allura A5 nor Valara A5, Ruin Hollow might be what you need in order to progress in Geared 3. So you would think, okay, well, that's a perfect time to summon. And then if you have no Ancient Piercer Lord, well, this is a fantastic banner for you to, one, get the number 1 BP hero in the game for GVG, and 2, the better of the 2 Piercer Lords, along with a fantastic Piercer and Arbiter Piercer in Erlang Shen. Arbiter Piercer. Arbiter tank, well, he's not really a tank, but he is very useful in anti-air arena. Very useful indeed. So basically it is a fantastic weekend. Now the issue I think a lot of people will find is that we are all tapped out. This is my free-to-play account. I've got 2,000 diamonds, I've got 72 rares, and I have about 3 ancients, because I need to work on this account. 7 ancients. So yeah, I've got no chance. But on my main account, I've got slightly more. So, question is, should you summon? Okay, so we've established that this weekend's banners are actually very, very good. Right? So, other than Ruin Hollow, you've got Malvira. Malvira is a great tank. She's really, really good. Very useful. Lots of places. You can use her in Malrix. You can use her even to some extent in GVG. She's good. Obviously, now that we have Kagrim, she's not on Kagrim's level because no tank is on Kagrim's level because he's ridiculous. But she's still fantastic. If you don't have any of these and you're early in the game, Greed is absolutely brilliant. He's very, very good, very, very useful. Still being used in some strategies on certain things like, for example, Gear Dungeon, the Gear Dungeons, the later ones, Gear Dungeon 1 specifically. Scorch. Now, this is the character that no one's ever really normally talking about, but if you will notice, we got the new stages for Infernals, the Infernal Trials, and he actually can be used there. He's not particularly great, but in terms of being a fighter and a body to block, yep, he is useful. And then you got Osiren, which, he's not that great. So we can pretty much ignore him. But yeah, so basically, like I said, this weekend, great banners to pick from. All right, but like we've established, it's great banners. However, we're all tapped out. Most of us are tapped out. Let's assume you need 200 to get Anora, something like that. Let's even be generous and say you get her in 100. You then have a chance of getting Ruin Hollow. Let's say you were lucky and you somehow managed to get him in another 100. I'm just being averaging it across. Or you could have got Malvira, and once you've got Malvira, you then cannot guarantee you're going to get Ruin Hollow. And you know how this game is, it tends to make it difficult for you to get the newest character. So you're going to need at least minimum, probably 200 rares in order to be able to, one, try to get Anora and try to get Ruin Hollow. If you had Divines, you could try, but don't know how easy that would be. And then obviously, you've got the special Ancient Summoning. Are you going to summon for the Ivar and Erlang Shen combo? They're brilliant. Now, all things considered, I would tell everyone, yep, summon away. Just summon away, because when it comes down to it, most people will need a few of these things that they have on offer this weekend. However, but the one thing you must consider is what is coming. You also notice that we've had a glimpse of the 2026 roadmap, and on that roadmap were a number of things which are interesting. One of them being new heroes and so on, and this is specifically in relation to Ancients, new heroes and so on. But they also mentioned 3 new lords. 4 new lords, if you take in consideration. 1 was an Infernal Lord, 2 was Chaos Lord, 3 Arbiter Lord, and 4 was the new Faction Lord. So that's 4 lords that are coming. Now, we don't know how good any of them are. However, it is likely that the Chaos Lord and the Arbiter Lord are going to be busted. Also, the new Faction Lord of the new faction that fires all over the map probably going to be busted. So that's 3 lords who are going to be busted. Possible. Or you can use whatever ancients you have, perhaps all your ancients, trying to get Ivar. Ivar is brilliant. I mean, I really want him, and I'm really trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But yeah, a good way to just maybe talk about it would be myself. I've got Aracha. I've done Gear Raid 323, so I just need to do Gear Raid 324. And at the moment, my current strategy is that I've got an A5 Valara, so my Valara is on the right hand side, and I'm just waiting until in 7 weeks I should get Lady A, and I have some soul stones, so I'm going to put them into her and put her into the team, and hopefully Lady A, my Valara, A5 Valara, will allow me to clear Gear Raid 324 without needing Ivar. Now, I'm in a GVG related guild, so I kind of need him for that. But I also love playing the other aspects of the game, and I want to try out my best to be able to get those heroes. So I'm in a bit of a crossroads where, but I'm actually thinking I might skip this banner. I have Erlang Shen, only A0. He's brilliant, but because of the things that are on the horizon, I'm thinking it best to skip this banner and look to the future for what would be perhaps, especially that new Lord for the new faction. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Now, in terms of Ruin Hollow, it's the same thing, because I've got a Valara A5 and I've done Gear Raid 322 and 23. I think I'm going to skip on this one as well. I have Anora A1 or A2, so I'm going to skip on that. So for me personally, this weekend, I think I'm going to be able to skip and not feel too bad about it. But I think for everyone else, you just really need to consider, what are you trying to do? What do you need to do? If you need to clear Gear Raid 3, perhaps getting a copy of Ruin Hollow might be useful. Especially if you don't have Valara, or you're nowhere near A5 Valara, or you don't have A5 Allura. With the Ancients, if you have enough and you don't have any of the Ancient Piercer Lords, then perhaps getting Ivar might be worth your time. And obviously, Anora, if you don't have any, for example, other cultists, AoE mages, or even the Esotericist AoE mages, then perhaps she would be useful. Other than that, I say we all look to the future. The game is going to change. It's 2026, and I'm here for it. It's a fantastic game. I love it. And yeah, I hope that anyone else who watches this video likes it, or at least as much as I do. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. Alright guys, whatever you do, do it well. Do let me know in the comments if you think you'll be summoning this weekend. Other than that, I'm Transient, and I'm out.